lovely people, it's Nicole, and today I am doing the Pride Flag book tag, because, you know, it's June, it's Pride Month, I'm queer, so let's talk about queer books. Also, it's like actually Pride Parade Day in Seattle, so like I thought it was fitting. Anyway, moving on. This is created by Common Spence. So the idea behind this tag is that each of the colors of the Pride flag corresponds to a idea, concept, something, I don't know technically what to call it, but each of the colors means something on the original Pride flag. So starting with red, which stands for life, the prompt for that one is a book with a spirited protagonist totally proud of who they are, someone who gives you life. And for this, I am gonna go with What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. First of all, like, my faves coming together to write a book. I was lucky enough to get an arc of this, and it is so good. Like, holy crap. And both of the main characters are out, they are proud of who they are, and they are just looking for love. As great as it is to see coming out stories in literature, and I think that it's very important, especially in books for young people, it's really refreshing to see books about people who are just out and proud. And this book is about two boys who meet in New York just kind of by chance at the post office and then try and find each other, and there's kind of a series of missed connections. I believe both of the two main characters are gay. The next color is orange, which is healing, and the prompt for this is a book that made you as a reader find a deeper meaning or catharsis in your life, and I feel like it's kind of fitting that for this I choose the Foxhole Court or the All for the Game series by Nora Sakavic, because like orange is kind of a big color in that series. This one is, I honestly didn't expect it to impact me as much as it did, but I haven't gone more than a few days since I read it like 2 years ago without thinking about this book and these characters and their dynamics and their relationships, and it's so good. Oh my god, it's amazing. Basically, this book is about a teenage runaway, kind of, not really-ish, it's complicated, who joins a college XZ team, which is a sport that's kind of lacrosse-ish, full of misfits and people who have been given second chances. And there's also a bunch of drama with like the Japanese mob. The main character is demisexual. He doesn't specifically identify with a label in canon, but the author has discussed online how the label that would most likely resonate most with him would be demisexual, and then his love interest is gay. And the third color is yellow, which stands for sunshine. And the prompt for this is a book that fills you with so much joy it could brighten even your darkest day. For that, I have The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. This book, I love it so much. It's so funny, so clever. The main character is kind of a cocky asshole, but like, he's our cocky asshole. I love him so much. This is about a teenage boy who is bisexual and is traveling around Europe with his best friend who he's in love with and his sister. It's a historical fiction, which I don't read a lot of historical fiction, but this one just blew me away. It's amazing. I'm obsessed with it. The next color is blue for peace, and the prompt for this is a book where one of the characters finds peace with a difficult truth. And for this I have Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy, and this book is about a teenage girl who's dealing with a whole bunch of family issues, and then everything's kind of thrown off kilter for her when a childhood friend resurfaces and she starts to question whether she's into him, which is kind of a weird thing for her because she identifies as a lesbian, and that's a difficult truth that this character kind of has to deal with. She is a bi character who thought that she was gay, and that's something which is an aspect of queer experience that does not get talked about a lot. A lot of times people talk about bisexuality in kind of a derogatory way as like a stepping stone for being gay, but identity is weird and complicated and fluid, and this book shows how sometimes you think you're one way and then someone just sweeps you off your feet and surprises you, and that doesn't make you any less queer. It's just something new about you. And the next color is purple, which is for spirit, and the prompt for this is a book that deals with LGBTQIA+ themes and religion. I honestly tend not to read a lot of books with religion, just because it's not something that I enjoy reading about, but How to Repair a Mechanical Heart by J.C. Lillis does deal with this. The overall plot of this is that the main two characters are both gay and they're involved in this fandom where the overwhelming majority of the fan base thinks that the two main characters of the show should get together, but these two boys disagree. So they are traveling the country, going to cons, trying to prove to the fangirls that it's never gonna happen, and somewhere along the way the fangirls decide to maybe put aside shipping the characters for a bit to ship the two of them. And the reason I picked this for this particular category is that one of the characters was raised really religious, and so that's one of the things he's grappling with throughout the story. How does he balance his religion and his sexuality, and how can he kind of come to terms with both, and also dealing with his very religious family. So the original tag ended there, but over the past year or so, people have started including 2 more colors onto the flag, brown and black, to represent queer people of color. So in honor of those colors, I thought I would throw in a few more recommendations for books starring queer people of color. First of all, let's talk about Love by Claire Kahn. It features a black protagonist who is asexual, biromantic. She's had some issues with past partners breaking up with her because of her asexuality, but one day she meets a new boy at work and she starts falling for him. Next, Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore. This is a incredible magical realism novel about a family of girls who have this magic over the land they live on and plants, and they can grow flowers, and it's absolutely gorgeous, but they're also cursed with whenever they fall in love with someone, that person disappears. And I'm pretty sure at least the main character, if not all of the girls, are bi, and they're also all Latinx. Next is Not Otherwise Specified by Hannah Moskowitz. This is about a black bisexual girl who is trying to recover from an eating disorder while also trying to apply to a prestigious ballet school in New York. And then Queens of Geek by Jen Wild, which is a dual perspective story where one of the protagonists is really great fat representation and representation of mental illness and anxiety, and the other protagonist is bisexual and Asian. I want to say Chinese, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't have my copy with me to double check, but it's amazing and I loved every single second of it. So much fun. So those are some queer recommendations. This was the Pride Flag book tag. Let me know what you guys thought. If you have any queer recommendations, let me know, because I would love to read more queer books, always. I gotta go enjoy Pride in Seattle, but have a great day, have a great rest of Pride Month. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye!